Okay folks, here is part 2. Let's continue where we left off last time right away. Armors. The Commonwealth Spartan by Brandon007 and Scrivener07. First things first, this is a really big mod. It doesn't matter if you are a Halo fan or not, some of those armors will definitely appeal to you. And there are really tons of them, for females and males. The female variant doesn't look much different, but that's on point. Just imagine how ridiculous a skimpified version of this would look. All parts can be equipped separately, just like vanilla armors, so you can mix and match to your heart's content. Looking at the helmet lineup should give you a good idea of just how much this mod has to offer. Of course, there are also lots of different workbench modifications available for all those armors, a big selection of colors and so on. But this is not all this mod has to offer. It is not just an armor mod, it also includes another ton of Halo-based weapons. Without a question, badass looking weapons. Using some of them may look weird due to the fact that there are no custom animations, but they still are badass. I am actually not a Halo fan at all, but nevertheless, I have to say, this mod still looks very tasty to me. All the glow effects on the armors and also the energy swords, truly badass. Have I said this enough times now? The frequent usage of this word indicates a high level of quality and regard for this content. The next armor mod is incredibly theme-based. Pride 76 by Eleonora. Two themes combined into one mod. This one is pretty simple, just two basic outfits, no customization or anything. This mod is more like a gesture, I guess, to show off the tolerance for the hated group. Talking about Fallout 76, of course. I'm joking. Play whatever you want, nobody is judging you. Well, the next one is going to be wild. Colony of Birdman by Dropsdale. Wild as in wild hunt. Looks like we have a new type of mutation going on in the wasteland. This maybe won't give you the ability to fly, but you can still pretend to be Birdman and join the Avengers, or whatever they are called here in the Fallout universe. And this is it for the armors already. There were 3 other mods actually, but since it took me so long to get to review them, they got taken down. Probably some copyright issues as always. Well, even better, save me some time. So we go straight to the quest mods. Let's do this. Trust in Research and Development by Nathaniel Pollack. Remember the mod Paradise Island, which I tried to review a while ago? Yeah, it's the same modder, but fortunately this time everything worked without problems. The quest starts automatically and eventually leads you to an old, abandoned research facility. There are no NPCs or anything, it's more like a dungeon mod. But there is a quest which will guide you really well. The modder said he graduated in game and level design, and looking at this here, yes, it indeed looks like he was paying attention during class. The rooms are filled with lots of interesting clutter, including some funny scenes, terminals with a lot to read, of course also some enemies and loot. As already mentioned, the quest will navigate you in a really dedicated way. It's indeed a very nicely designed little dungeon. I would say on the same level as the vanilla content, at least. Definitely worth trying out if you have the time and are in the mood for some dungeon crawling. With the next mod we take a step back to a more classic, old-fashioned design. Madrock by Madrox. This is less a quest mod and more a spooky castle, which can be later turned into a living place. This is also supposed to be another Dunwich-themed experience, and is obviously recommended to visit alone and at night. The spookiness of this place is actually very real, with lots of scripted events. It ranges from simple stuff like doors opening on their own, to more hardcore spooks like ghouls dropping down on you out of nowhere, shadowy figures, flames and explosions, doors out of nowhere cutting off your escape, and so on. your objective is to find the keys and the workbench to be able to lift the curse and turn this place into a settlement. Because who doesn't want to live in a badass castle on a mountain, right? A castle with very nice decorations to boot. Let's call it Castle Grayskull. Just kidding. But yes, it sure is a classy looking place. Wouldn't mind living in one of those myself. I'm sorry guys, but it looks like we have to go back to some more scientific stuff. The next quest mod is introducing Radium Incorporated by Saddon 4494. To get this one started, you have to visit the Dartmouth Professional Building and take the elevator. Looks very abandoned at first, but surprisingly, someone is here to greet us.
If you are here about our special Winter 2077 promotion, please insert a Radium Inc promotional token.
Wow, my answer is so sarcastic it doesn't even fit on screen. I mean, here we have a fully voiced computer system to guide us through this place. Ain't this nice?
Why, I'm the Radium Inc computer-aided administration system, designed and developed by Patrick Mackay himself.
So the research they were doing here is very genius, without question, injecting all kinds of stuff with radium. You can take a really cool and informative tour to learn more.
But corporate interaction doesn't have to be a bad thing. As our latest endeavor, Radium Inc are excited to announce a partnership with Nuka-Cola. In advance of Nuka-Cola Quantum's launch on October 23rd of this year, we are proud to introduce Nuka-Rad Inc.
Now that sounds rad as hell. Definitely a good idea to put radium into food. This kind of stuff seems to be a trend in Fallout. So exploring this facility and discovering its secrets is what this mod is about. In addition to that, the new Ultra Red products will be also distributed around the Commonwealth. A very nice little mod, very immersive and believable integration into the game too. And this is it for this episode. I think I'm done with the E3 stuff now, so mod reviews should be more frequent again from now on. Just make sure to turn on the notifications and preferably watch the videos as soon as they are released. Also make sure to always watch the whole video without skipping parts. This is very important. And of course the usual stuff about likes and subscribes. Links to all mods are of course in the description below. Don't forget to endorse the ones you like. I thank you all for watching and see you around.